Here's something that will mess with your head. The smartest people you know, the ones who aced every exam, who read everything, who could debate circles around anyone, a lot of them are broke, stuck, or quietly unhappy. And that guy you went to school with, average grades, average ambition, nothing special on paper, he owns 3 properties and sleeps like a baby every night. This is not a coincidence. And today, I'm going to tell you exactly why high IQ, without one specific thing, is actually a disadvantage. Psychologists call it analysis paralysis, but that phrase doesn't do it justice. High IQ individuals don't just overthink decisions. They see so many possible futures at once that choosing any single path feels like a betrayal of all the others. The average person picks one road and walks it. The high IQ person builds a mental map of every road that exists and then stands at the crossroads, calculating, while life moves on without them. Stanford researcher Carol Dweck found something alarming. Students who were told they were gifted actually became more afraid of failure, not less. Because when your identity is built around being smart, every mistake feels like proof that maybe you're not. So you stop taking risks. You stop starting. You wait until the plan is perfect. And the plan is never perfect. They mistake understanding for doing. A high IQ person can read one book on investing and understand it better than most financial advisors. But understanding something and doing something are completely different muscles. Average people act before they fully understand. Smart people understand and never act. The gap between knowledge and execution is where most intelligent lives quietly die. They need the why before the what. Ask an average person to do something and they'll do it. Ask a high IQ person and they'll spend 3 days questioning whether it should be done at all. In school, that makes you a philosopher. In real life, it makes you unemployable and exhausting to work with. The world rewards people who execute, not people who interrogate every instruction. They can argue themselves out of anything. This is the cruelest one. High IQ people are so good at constructing arguments that they can build a convincing case for staying exactly where they are. They can justify the procrastination, defend the mediocrity, and explain away the missed opportunities with perfect logic. Their intelligence becomes a lawyer working against their own life. The one thing that separates high IQ people who win from those who don't is not more intelligence. It is the willingness to be wrong in public, to start badly, to ship the imperfect thing, to let people see the rough draft of who you're becoming. The most dangerous belief a smart person can carry is that they need to have it figured out before they begin. Because the world doesn't give you the answers before the test, it gives you the experience during the attempt. So if you have been sitting on an idea, a business, a video, a conversation you need to have, and you keep telling yourself you are not ready yet, I need you to hear this. Your intelligence is not protecting you. It is hiding you. The average person you've been quietly judging your whole life, they're not winning because they're smarter. They're winning because they moved first and figured the rest out on the way. Now you know. The question is, what are you going to do with that? If this cracked something open in you, share it with someone who needs to hear it. And tell me in the comments, what's the one thing your brain has been talking you out of? And if you enjoy exploring psychology, human behavior, and the hidden patterns of the mind, subscribe to Think Games, because here we break down the mental games shaping your everyday life and we learn how to win them.